Come to Duluth and everybody thinks you come over the hill and immediately you see Lake Superior. And you have the lake walk and everybody focuses on the majesty of Lake Superior, but really for folks who live here, they realize that perhaps as important or maybe more is the St. Louis River estuary. It's an amazing place.
This is another part of our city. It's a vibrant part of our city that is often overlooked.
The recovery of the St. Louis River is important because it's all about quality of life. This is where we live and we recreate. It's important for people to come and enjoy the river and have a safe and healthy environment to come to.
It's part of our job to educate folks and let them know, tell the story that, that the river is coming back.
The people that live in this community, I think like myself, have come to know and appreciate the St. Louis River estuary for what it's worth and are committed to trying to make it better.
Realize you don't get an opportunity very often to go back in time. We have a rare opportunity right now to go back, kind of reclaim, restore, and readdress some of the wrongs that were done over 100 years ago.
Why do we care? And we should care because we came to this region gave us a lot and we took a lot from it. And now the descendants of the folks that first came here and extracted the natural resources and made the money and developed this region into what it is now, the descendants are left with a legacy. So I think the goal here is to look back at what we were given and what was here historically and say, we should advocate for that.
The St. Louis River Area of Concern, it was an area that was identified through the Great Lakes Water Quality Agreement as a special area that needed cleanup because of water quality issues.
The focus of the existing AOC process is to really clean up contamination as well as restore lost habitats.
We're just beginning the recovery of the St. Louis River. We've done a lot of the plan, we've done a lot of the organizational work that needs to be done, but now we really have to start the heavy lifting.
So we have about 25 projects, on-the-ground projects that need to be completed to get the AOC delisted. We've set an aggressive timeline of getting all these actions completed by the year 2020.
And one of the great projects we have going is right in front of you, and we want to highlight today and celebrate our progress on that.
And so we're excited today to be here to see this transition from an area that was industrialized and polluted and not very functional to what it is today, and again, what it can be in the future.
The Great Lakes Restoration Initiative, which is now in its 5th year, and Congress is considering authorizing it for the next 5 years. This is a huge juncture for the Great Lakes.
This is amazing to be standing at this point today. For those who have been in the trenches of planning not only this project, but all of the other ones that are underway through the St. Louis River, this is not the end product. This is really the first of many to come.
So while all of our projects will address the beneficial reuses and delist the area of concern for contamination and the legacy pollution, DNR's vision is to go beyond that. And how do our constituents want us to manage this resource for them, and how do they want to use it into the future?
The St. Louis River Restoration Initiative is Minnesota DNR's and partners' efforts to really focus on the restoration projects needed in the St. Louis River to restore and recover the habitat. This isn't just a one-off project here and there. It's really to look at the whole system comprehensively.
It's the most exciting thing about working here is that we are thinking future forward as well as removing the legacy issues.
But we do have a long way to go. There's still lots of legacy contaminants around the estuary. We know of hot spots.
The heroes here on the St. Louis River really have been the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative as well as the Minnesota Outdoor Heritage Fund. they're the programs that have really enabled us to start doing these projects and start the recovery of the St. Louis River at the scale it needs to happen.
When people pulled the lever in 2008 and voted yes for the Legacy Amendment, this is what they were voting for.
And so I think people are gaining a sense of pride in the river and aren't looking at it as a detriment anymore, but as a benefit and a wonderful amenity here in our own backyard.
And reconnect our community to the river. That's the ultimate goal.
This river belongs to all of us. It's our collective resource. We are the stewards of it for the people of Minnesota and the people of Duluth and this area, and it's ours to enjoy and to protect and to watch over.